Actually, we'll start with Joao Felix. So, Joao Felix to Chelsea. Did you see that as a bolt from the blue yesterday?
I did, and I'm fuming, if I'm honest. Bro, we're going to come into Arsenal in a bit, so I'll just talk about Felix for now. But they need players, but I don't think they need him, if I'm honest. They've already got a player very similar to him in Kai Havertz. Although I would take Felix over Havertz in a heartbeat. Maybe that's what Potter's thinking. Maybe get Felix in. He's better than Havertz. Blah blah blah. But I just, bro, nothing surprises me with Chelsea. This has been happening even in the Roman era. They just go in and bang, last minute, we're having him, we'll pay the money. Yeah, and it's like, it's funny because I see so many people sitting there saying, oh, Chelsea haven't got a plan. Oh, they're just sitting there hijacking deals. Yeah, because I can imagine that the Chelsea board of directors are all just sat there, just chilling, like, cool. Oh, quick, Fabrizio's just tweeted, Arsenal will put a second bid in. Yeah, Man United are after him. Quick, give me the phone. Todd Bowley going, yeah. Is that Madrid? Yeah, Fabrizio's just tweeted. We're on our way, mate. Like, bro, these transfer deals, they know all these clubs know every step of the way. Man United, Arsenal, and Chelsea. Yeah, we only got told it was Arsenal and Man United in for him that have registered their interest. Yeah, but Chelsea would have been waiting in the background, knows everything that we've offered and put on the table. And then Chelsea have decided, okay, let's see how it goes for another day or so. They'll probably still be in contact with the agent and so on. Does the player want to come? Blah, blah, blah. The player probably wanted to come to United, wanted to come to Arsenal, wanted to come to Chelsea. Whoever puts the money up, he's going. He don't want to be there. Yeah, Simeone don't want him. Simeone's actually leaving at the end of the season, I think, isn't he? I think that came out last night. So there's been a tug of war there somewhere. Simeone wouldn't just up sticks and leave. I'm baffled that he's going at the end of the season. That guy's God in Madrid. Yeah, but in terms of Chelsea and Felix, listen, it could go one or two ways because the way they're playing at the minute, they need a bit of creativity, a bit of class in the team. But I feel that they need defensive midfielder more than they need him. They need midfielders over him, like deep lying, proper defensive midfielder as well.
I hear you. Joshua here says Felix is such a waste of money for Chelsea. They will be returning him to Madrid at the end of the window. Please explain the benefit to Chelsea getting him. I mean, if he comes in and is brilliant, there'll be a benefit. He'll score goals. He's creative. If you get the very best Joao Felix, then great. Where this deal for me, though, and I'm happy Man United didn't do it. Now that we know, now you see the wood for the trees. I remember when we didn't get Haaland first time round. And then I was relatively happy that we didn't get him because I didn't like the idea of this 50 million pounds buyout clause in 2 years' time, meaning you have no control to a degree because we all knew Haaland was going to be worth more than that and people would be willing to bid it. The problem is that Simeone is going to leave. They've already extended his contract to 2027. So theoretically, Chelsea could get him cooking and then Atletico just say, we're having him back now. For me, what Arsenal and Man United were trying to do was to get that option to buy at the end that gives them control. But Chelsea's circumstance, what I would say to Joshua, was very different. Chelsea's circumstance, they need someone because Sterling's not having the chances created for him. Mason Mount, I'm going to quote Chelsea fans here, nobody has any idea what he's good at anymore. And Kai Havertz is done at Chelsea. He's done at Chelsea. And you can tell that he is one of those players that Graham Potter was talking about the other day when he said, there's certain players that are just not part of my plans. There's certain players that won't be here. There's certain players that we're going to have to move on. So I look at it from the perspective of, I look, he's a good player. I think for 6 months he could do well for Chelsea, but it is very much short-termism. And to your point, Chelsea were in for him, but Chelsea weren't that interested until this last two defeats to City. I think a bit of panic has come in. I'm not saying the manager's close to being sacked at all, but I think there's two back-to-back defeats. There's a knee-jerk reaction and almost, okay, listen, Ati, we'll give you the terms you want rather than what Man United and Arsenal were trying to negotiate into you. And it's gone Chelsea's way and they brought him in. But look, he could score them goals. The weirdest part about this deal is the secondary deal connected to it. So Spurs are in for Pedro, I think it's pronounced Porro. Pedro Porro he's a right back at Sporting Lisbon. Chelsea are now 100% trying to hijack that deal. Now, this is where this is confusing because about a year ago, a rumor came out that Pedro Porro was having relations with Joao Felix's girlfriend. So, like, they were having a little bit of the horizontal hula. Now, it's been denied, and Joao Felix is still with his girlfriend. So there's three outcomes of this hijack for me. It either means it was complete and utter nonsense, and they're friends and they're happy to play football together, or Joao Felix enjoys it. Because there's no way they'd be hijacking this deal for Pedro Porro if Joao Felix and him had genuine dislike and distaste for each other. Like, I know that teammates don't always get on, but this is just, adding, oil to, water to an oil fire. Does that make sense? Like, you're literally creating more problems for yourself as a football club. But I was reading this story, and it's actually mad. Like, there are a lot of people that think there's definitely been something going on. I've seen a lot of Joao Felix's fanboys who are like outraged that he's back with her. They were like, why are you back with her? You shouldn't be with her. She treats you badly. And I was like, oh my days. Like,
and
and
not one of them that's tweeted that has got a girlfriend between them.
maybe. I mean, maybe it's an open relationship. I don't know. And some people are saying some saying it's a lie, some saying it isn't. I'm just going by the fact that Joao Felix's fanboys don't like her. So that tells me there must be some element of truth to this. But equally, listen, Joao Felix might be into that, might be his kink, bro. Like, I'm not into that. But
We
some
don't know
men
what happens behind closed doors, Terry. We don't know what happens, mate. I'm still waiting for Kante stories to come out that he's into, like, dwarf porn or something, like, because everyone guesses up. Everyone guesses up Kante. Oh, he's such a nice guy, bro. He's got skeletons in the closet like everyone. Like, real talk. Yeah, but yeah, it's a bit mad. It's a bit mad, bro. It's probably just an internet rumor that started because she was probably spotted in the nightclub or some rubbish. I don't know. I've not seen the story, but it was probably some rumor that was started by a 14-year-old on the internet that's just took off, and then it's all just gone from there, really. But bro, at the end of the day, he's paid to play football, and so is the other lad. So if they play in the same team, they don't have to sit and talk to each other all day, do they? As long as they pass the ball to each other.
I know, but listen, it may not be true and it might not be, but I thought it was an interesting dynamic because I get it's 2023, business is business. But I'm gonna be blunt. I'm not working with a guy that slides into my other half's DMs. If they know we're together, that is. Like, someone doesn't know I've got a girlfriend and some random slides into Jesse's DMs, cool. But if another content creator just privately messaged her while he knows we're together, one, it's on site, straight up.
Terry chose violence today.
you don't disrespect another man in that way. And secondly, like, I'm never working with you ever. I have principles. I'm not doing it. I mean, someone will say, yeah, I'm just not doing it, especially on my terms. You're not coming to work for me. I'm not putting a panel together for a show. Invite Joe Blogs. I'm not going to say. I was about to say someone's name. It hasn't happened. Well, I don't have it's happened. I don't go through. I don't go through Jesse's DMs. I'm not that insecure. I don't even ask. But yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one for me because, as I say, I wouldn't have believed the rumors, but it was the way Joao Felix's supporters were like going at her online. Does that make sense? Normally, the supporters of somebody they would say, no, it didn't happen. But they were like, nah, she's horrible. She's done it 3 times or something. I was like, my God. Chelsea sponsor 3 represents Grealish's girlfriend's fetish. That's ironic. Isn't ironic? John Terry and Wayne Bridge 2.0.
Why is it always Chelsea this happens, by the way?
True.
It's always Chelsea. What is going on here?
True. It could be. Terry having PTSD. I'm not actually. I'm just.
Who hurt you? Tell us. Come on, we're here to help.
Do you know what it is? Like, no one like that. It's not really. I mean, very lucky. That's nothing I've ever personally experienced. So I don't know what that feeling is like. Or if I did, I don't know about it. So, like, as far as I'm concerned, it didn't happen. Do you know what I mean? Maybe it did, but I didn't know. So, like, yeah, there's no pain my end. I'm very good like that. I'm not going to say when I was a younger man I was so good myself, but I definitely when I was younger, do you know what I mean? But that's why my little brother. I remember my little brother having a girlfriend when he was 16, 17. I'm like, why? You know, I wanted a girlfriend. I went, but now you can't do what you want. Like, be free.
No,
Honestly, if I
you
could
can if
make
you sit her down and say you're not the only girlfriend, Terry.
if I could make a law in England, if I could make a law in this country, legit, I would make it illegal for a man and a woman or a man and a man, don't care about the orientation. I would make it that you can't have a boyfriend or girlfriend until you're over 25. I'd make it illegal. You can see people, date people, sleep with people, but you can't be a couple. Live your life. Don't tie yourself down. Have fun. When you're older, do all that boring stuff. Do you know what I mean? But it's as simple and straightforward as that.